Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dominions for Multiplayer Showdown, episode 21, turn 32 with the Ashen Empire. My name is Sabouts. Let's begin our turn. We've got research and construction completed, so we'll take a look at that. We cast our revive lictors. We got another spectator, black servant. We're going to use that as a scout. We'll go a little bit more into that as we get into the game. And we found a magic site, which is probably the best news we've had in a little bit now. A pearl farm. Okay, so that's not bad in the Sea of Mermaids. A pearl farm can be useful. How many pearls? We've already got the coral reef, which is giving us one water gem. And one more, let's see, one astral pearl, which is pretty good considering that we're already getting another one from somewheres around here. Ah, yes, here. Also, yeah, somebody mentioned I can use this site. Now, this was like 5 turns ago, so it's been a little bit, but somebody mentioned I can get something like an item or something from this if I've got a mage or something there, so maybe something to think about. Here's our black servant. You can see he's got dark vision, stealthy. He is a ethereal and amphibian. So we're going to want to use him. We'll probably go ahead. So I can see his fodder did lose a lot of that territory. But he does have his main fortress and he's being sieged, if I'm seeing that correctly. We could try to go on it and see if we can catch the battle. Now that I've got this unit, I do feel a little bit better. If I lose my scout, so we can go ahead and go off this way. But now I wish I did take these territories from his fodder, because now Shanu owns them. So that would have been some free territory. Well, I can't always have your way, I guess. We're going to move up and take this next. What did that construction give us? Let's have a look and see. We'll use you. Rod of the Leper King. Grants the wielder the ability to lead more of the undead. Fortunately, he'll become diseased unless undead himself. The Baneblade Black Bow, which I think we've seen before. We've still got the Black Laurel. That's pretty much it for what he could craft. We could take a look at someone with level 3. No. All the same, huh? Well, either way, we're going to move up into here then. Alright, so we've got everybody moving in because we were going to make a move probably on this fodder, but now we can't. We can't make a move. I think Shanu pretty much owns all that territory, so he's become a pretty big threat to the north with all of that. Luckily, my dominions kind of spread out and about, so it's going to cause a little bit of a headache for him. Still only have 616. I think we said we needed 18 for, or 800, I'm sorry, 800 for our fortress. So now what? I was going to make a move over into here. I can see that's not really an option now. I'll send my scout over here to see what I see, but aside from that, I don't really know what to expect. Everything here. Move some more units down into here. But we'll leave the rest of them. You should have, yep. So now I don't feel as confident with making that move as I did before. So now I really got to think about it. Yeah, I really got to think about it. Well, I would like to get all these units piled on the same area, maybe here. So I can still go here if I want to. So why don't we do that? Let's take you two. So we'll make that move. And from here, we'll go ahead and make this move. That sort of makes sense to me. We could move some more units there if we wanted to. Mainly from here. He was here defending. We could move the Bane wound and the riders, but I think we'll just leave them for now. I feel, let's see, feel confident in this army. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I've got lots of troops here because the fortresses are pretty important, especially why I'm trying to roll with a lot of lictors. And I've got this army here, and I'm keeping a bulk of my forces here. So I could take this water province, and then I'll probably from there move back into this fortress and over, but might as well take these with me. Oh, I can't. At least not like that. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. This is tough. I think it's best just to leave the fortresses the way they stand right now and then move units around a little bit later. Because I don't know what the next few turns are going to bring. I don't know what Shanu's plan is. I don't know what's happening between Igartha and Vanheim. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the future holds. So it seems a little risky for me to maybe make a bold, you know, I don't know if I want to start moving units, shifting units around very boldly until I know kind of where my direction's going. So maybe just let these build up a little bit more. I really got to go this way, I think, and get this throne. I think that has to happen no matter what. Okay, well, let's go ahead and, how many getting plus 16 per month? Let's go ahead and do, because we're going to look for magic sites here, and I mainly need to get more provinces because I need to find more magic sites. I need more death gems, but we're going to go ahead and do our usual. I think we do need to keep lictors coming. I did get another spectator, which was good. Let's do 3 sets of lictors again. That'll replace the lictors that I marched off here, because I've already made 6, so another 9. It'll be pretty close. 2 more rounds of that, and then these lictors can go off, and if they died, I'd have them all replenished back here. But I'd like to keep attaching large groups of lictors to armies and some other locations. So that's something to do, and then I guess we'll just set these to research and research. We don't have enough really to summon anything else that's going to be worthwhile. Except I did want to move somebody down here because of this. Somebody said I can get a magic item from that. So probably should send, I don't know if it really matters. I don't think they really specified. So part of me wants to send somebody that's not so influential on research. We'll send you. I should construct a temple here, but I mean, I really want to get another fortress. I'd rather not get a temple if I can help it. Either way, we'll move down there. Let's take a look at research, by the way. So we did get construction level 3. We could go for level 4. That'll give us greater magic items, which could be some useful stuff. But I think I should still push for enchantment level 5. I'm only about 4 turns, give or take some, away from getting that 4 to 5 turns. If I can get some more people on research, I can make it 4 turns. If I get my Lich on research, it'll definitely be 4 turns. Like, definitely be 4 turns. What's he got for? Because I don't think I've looked at his spells in a bit. It's pretty much the same until I get better enchantment. Yeah, because I've got him resist magic and hand of dust. I need to look again at enchantment 5. Pale riders and hordes of skeleton, but other than that, the eyes of God. Huh. That could be really useful. And my Lich could cast that for a turn or two, and I could get some really good... I get some really good information. That would be a really good one too. Amorian Legion is something I know I want to get. And reanimate archers. Somebody told me about the Ziz and said it was pretty good actually. Yeah, so other than that though, level 5 is important because I want to get Pale Riders and Horde of Skeletons, mainly Horde of Skeletons is what I want because it's just a better summoning for my everyday mages when they're attached to my armies. But after that, we may go ahead and look back into, let's see, where was it? Conjuration. Shade Beasts. They're ethereal, but not that great. The Bane Lord we've already talked about. He's alright. Some Spectre. None of these are really... Summon Mound Fiend, Harvester of Sorrows. That's actually could be really useful. Yeah, Lictorian Legion, we've talked about that. Call of the Eater of the Dead. That would be pretty cool, just to do. Whether I get there or not, probably not, but Lictorian Legion, we did talk about. Because Death Gems, yeah, it's 35, but you get like 25 of them, it's ridiculous. But that's a ways away too. What else did we talk about? Let's see, I'm just taking a look at the research tree, because now's the best time to do it. Skeletal Legion, Soul Vortex. There was a spell I was looking at. Where is it? Hand of Death, Skeletal Body. I don't remember. Maybe here. Terror. Terror's actually not that bad. Burden of Time. Everybody always wants you to go for that. But it's not worth it anymore as much as it used to be. They nerfed a lot of it. You guys can look it up online and read about it. I know some of you were very familiar with the nerf and some of you weren't. But Wow, that would really hurt somebody next to me. Okay. Well, this is kind of a little bit of a shorter turn, I guess. I just wanted to go over the research tree and take a look at it again, because it's been a while since we had. I think we're definitely right to stick with enchantment for a bit. It's not enchantment. Stick with enchantment for a bit, just to go over that level 5 again, because like I said, the Horde of Skeletons is a great spell to have our mages use, and Pale Riders is pretty cool. For death gems, you get like, 20 of them or something, so not bad there if we wanted to spend the death gems to get a little bit of a cavalry unit set up, because they can be useful. They're pretty quick and they're good for flanking, getting behind enemy formations, taking out commanders and such. But Amorian Legion's one that I think would be really useful, because you get a long dead legionnaire for 15 gems. You get 50 of them, and that's a lot. Like that's a real lot. You could build up a pretty spammy army with that, especially if you got a lot of death gems coming, which was why I want to get more provinces with sacred sites and such, so I can get more death gems and start doing stuff like that. But the reanimate archers would be pretty cool too, because we don't really have, aside from our javelins, we don't really have any type of archers. Now I think this would be cool if we could get like the flaming arrow, and what's that spell? Flaming arrows, and we already have the level 4 enchantment for that. But it takes 4 fire to cast, and it takes fire gems. Now you can get the item, which is like with the jar of fire. So our guy with the most fire, he would be. See, I could have gave it to him. That would have actually been pretty useful, but it's really this guy with 2. He's got 1. I don't see anybody else. So 2 is about as good as it gets. Obviously, you could do like fire enchantment, but like if we want to take a look right now, I think we could see like empowering to level. So fire to level 3, 45 fire gems. We're not even close to that, and we'd have to still power it to level 4. Now, whether we could make an item that would raise it, I don't know if there's any here that would do that. Yeah, I don't see anything. Burning Pearl. Fire Magic level 1. Cost 5. Like, Fire in a Jar is really good because it can be used instead of a fire gem to power 1 fire combat spell. So, this would be really useful if we wanted to do the casting the fire arrows. So I do think that's something we should go for. Imagine like if I got enough archers with flaming arrows, it'd just be ridiculous. I think it affects the javelins too, actually, doesn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. It's not something I'm familiar with. Chance the arrows of all friendly archers on the battlefield. The arrows burst into flame as they are fired, doing considerable damage to their targets. The flaming arrow spell will not affect magical weapons. The fire damage of the arrow's magic will affect ethereal and invulnerable creatures, even if the arrow itself doesn't. It's pretty useful. But again, we would have to empower him to level 4, which there's just no way. Like, even if I busted down all my astral pearls and water gems, and I wouldn't be able to get anybody to really trade with me. Where's that guy with the... What's that do? Fire magic level 1... to make it, and blood magic. Extra effect, small area fire damage, strength of wielder. Yeah, that's a pretty good weapon, but well, he's cursed. We're probably going to pass this off to our sensor here, because he is a little bit more powerful, and he's a sacred unit, so it'd be a little bit more useful, because the Mountain Kings are super weak, so this guy would die and that item would be lost, so it's not really worth losing if we can keep it. Yeah, so level 2, it's about as good as it gets. I don't know, I'll have to think more on that. Maybe I'll mess with getting construction level 4 and see what I can get. Construction of greater magic items. Maybe we can get some really good stuff. It might be worth it. Construction, 380. If I'm getting, you know, it says I'm getting 86 now because I took a guy off. Let's see which one. Removing you, you are off. So research. Yeah, so 106. It would take still 4 turns unless I threw my Lictor on. I don't know. We'll think about it. Okay, so just lots of kind of brainstorming this turn for what the future brings, but I think we're at the end of it. We don't really have much else to discuss. I gotta do something with this cauldron. I'll probably just get rid of it. I don't need it. It doesn't do me any good. I've just been holding on to it, maybe thinking I was going to do like some bargaining with it or something. Where is this guy actually? I can probably drop it now. We might as well get rid of it now. I don't need it at all. Let me go to... I could just throw it away. We're throwing it in the laboratory for now, though. Maybe I'll, maybe I'll see if I can get somebody to trade me fire gems for it or something, or death gems. I don't really want to give it to anyone, though, because all it's going to do is help people. If I gave it to anybody, it would have been a Svaddle, but now he's pretty much dead, I guess. I don't know, maybe Agartha. He's been pretty nice to me. Maybe he'll take it. Well, either way, we can think about that in the future. So, thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.